Thank you, girls. You all look so perfectly lit and stunning. You smell amazing from here.
Oh, wow.
From here. There's nothing like a smelly drag queen. Oh, baby. When you're in the dressing room and they open up their little duffel bag.
You're like,
yes.
Hold on a minute.
or when you have to go to the bathroom after one that hasn't like washed their tights in a little while, and you're like,
It's like the
Bobo, I did a lot of shows with Bobo. She never smelled, for the record.
I always smell good.
Aww.
Yeah, she does.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to our final interview with the eliminated queens of Canada's Drag Race with Yohomo. I am Phil.
And I am Armand. And it's top 3.
Yeah!
Yeah, we ain't no eliminated queens, honey.
What you trying to say?
We say eliminated.
Who got eliminated?
But I just wanted to ask if you could make the sound and the face that perfectly exemplifies the feeling of being in the top 3 of Canada's Drag Race. So give us the sound and the face. It can be whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is mine. Ready? Heavy breathing. The amount of times I've had to use my puffers, oh baby. Call the doctor, I need a refill.
Yeah, we need to see the puffers on air.
Yes, I always need a puffer.
Okay, here's the first official question. We found when watching this show, you know, on like past Drag Race seasons where there's an arc for a lot of queens that learned a lot and grew a lot, and their drag literally changed throughout the season. It feels like to us with this top 3 that like the face, the looks, the attitude, like everything had already sort of been lined up. So we want to know, like, what did you maybe most take away from being on Drag Race? Did you learn, did you grow in ways that maybe we weren't seeing?
Yeah, like what leveled up?
What leveled up?
Let's start with Bobo. Oh, Rita?
Me or Rita?
We all know who your favorites are now.
Mm-hmm.
I see how it is.
What I deserve. Thank you. What leveled up? My English level, maybe? I don't know. No, I think it's an honest answer because even though I speak English most of the time in Montreal, doing bookings, having to think in English was a first. And as I was surrounded by English fellas, at a certain point it just switched up, and you know I forgot my French. I don't know how to speak French anymore. Ben non, c'est pas vrai!
Hey, Sid.
I think my confidence. I was really shaky at the beginning, and I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. And then especially when Juice went home first, it really sent me for a total loop, and I was just like kind of stumbling around a little bit, and yeah, and then maybe like midway through, I think like after episode 3, I was like, whoa. I think I got this. I think I could do this. And then I just from there on out, I literally lit a fire under myself episode 2, and then said, here we go. Let's do it, because like if not, you're gonna end up going home. Like as soon as you start seeing those girls go home, you're like, nope, get your head in the game. And so I think my confidence leveled up real hard. Love that.
Let's go. I think for me, like, my drag has grown very fast. Y'all at Yohomo have literally seen me grow up in the Toronto drag scene. And then during a competition like Drag Race, you learn so much. But for me personally, like I've glowed up since the show, as you can tell. Hey. But for me, my level up has come from like more of like a personal level, and like how to treat people and respect people and be more open to people's stories. I went to therapy once and I was like, why am I so quick to judge people? And my therapist slapped me with a book and said, shut the fuck up. And I was like, what, am I paying for this? So I definitely learned that like all types of drag are so valid, and like just because you're good at what you do, it doesn't mean someone else is bad at what they do. So I think that's a really, really important thing that I learned during this competition.
That's deep.
It's deep, bitch. You know me, always on a journey.
I want to ask, in terms of someone who Bollywood has been part of your life, you are a brown queen. I think people kind of, they know that this is a thing on the show, that you're representing an entire community. They know how important that is, but I also don't think people actually realize how actually huge it is. I always wonder, in the world of like Bollywood and South Asian culture, do you think it's these women and these performances and these dancers are so gay, they're so draggy already? Do you think,
Yeah.
you know, will that world ever allow like drag to be part of it, do you think, in our lifetime?
I hope, I'm very hopeful. Like I know that there are a ton of drag entertainers in India, in Guyana, in Trinidad, and so they're there, but it's different. They don't get to walk down the street and be in a sparkly costume and everyone be like, hey Pri, like it's just so casual. I think there is going to come a time where it is more accepted, but it's going to be a long time. Like I like just scratched the surface of, you know, being this representation on such a ginormous platform, but it's going to be those who come after me and keep fighting for POCs to get the, you know, not the recognition they deserve, but just the acceptance within their own community that they deserve. Because I won't lie to you when I say that like other POC people are the quickest to judge other POC people. So it's like we all need to kind of like open up our arms, accept each other. And like I said before, you know, just because someone's, you know, good at what they do, it shouldn't threaten you. We all have to keep being accepting of each other, because sometimes the problem is within our own community. What do they say? The phone call's coming from inside the house?
Bobo, the next question is for you. You, in our minds at least, also are sort of the daredevil queen of Canada. I feel like if there was like a bungee cord challenge, you'd be like the first off the bridge.
Oh, 100%. Like when Pink did that performance on the side of the building, I was watching it and my wheels were turning, and my mom looked at me and went, no, 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 no. And I was already like, how to perform on the side of a building. And I was like, I could do that.
What would you say to like baby Bobos out there about taking chances with their drag? Because that's something that you've always done, and to us it seems like it always works, but I'm guessing sometimes it doesn't work. So like, what do you say to these like baby Bobos that want to go wild?
I think I would say don't wait to be fearless. There's so many queens when I was coming up in the drag scene that kept telling me what to do, to wear sequins and wear rhinestones and wear hip pads and cover your tattoos and wear bigger hair. And I was so afraid to tell them to screw off. Look at me being PG.
I know.
Yeah, and so I was worried to tell them no, and it got to the point where I was like, I remember being on stage one day and I was like, I'm uncomfortable. I don't like these hip pads. I'm this hair's tangled. It's driving me crazy. Why am I listening to you? And I was like, no, that's it. Like, I'm gonna do what I want to do because it makes me happy and it makes me comfortable. And once I learned that being fearless was really cool, and then people just stopped telling you what to do, or maybe they didn't and I just stopped listening to it, made me feel like I could kind of do anything that I wanted. And I always used to try to be the funniest or the best dancer or the best host or the prettiest makeup artist. And once I realized I'm like, screw that. Like, you know, I'm like, drag is punk, drag is fun, drag is messy. And once you learn how to get your hands dirty, you're unstoppable.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Rita, my question for you is with this show, I think people were, if they hadn't already, which many Canadians I'm sure haven't, or internationally haven't gotten a look into like Montreal drag. And Montreal, style aesthetic of drag, which I feel like is so much you sometimes when we're watching you. So what do you think it is about Montreal drag that makes it a thing? Like it's a thing, right?
It's a thing. I'll say we're just the greatest in general. We're the most humble people in the world. No, I think we're just like a great mix of campiness and but at the same time we have that, and it's hard not to generalize, but I think there's a common sense of campiness, but at the same time to make it fashion in Montreal, and it's so eclectic, the Montreal scene. We have so many different styles, so many different drags in general, but we just like we have, just because we have people like Madame Simone or Mado that are more like on the clown area, if I could say. It gives people a good idea of what we do in Montreal. We like our campiness, but we like to look good at the same time. So I think I'm a great representation of what we do in Montreal. So say hello to the Queen of Montreal. Thank you.
Hey, yes, bitch.
Campiness meets cunt. I think that's the way we can say it. It's like campy.
Are we allowed to swear on this television broadcast?
Yeah, what's happening in there?
I just said screw it instead of fuck it.
Okay, we're gonna try to do like a quick lightning round. Where can we find you on finale night? Rita, go.
Cabaret Montreal.
Priyanka.
Phoenix Concert Theater with DJ Philippe.
Okay, and Bobo.
I'll be at the Soho House for a private event, and then I will be partying at the Drink all night long. The Drink on Church Street.
What's the strangest place you've ever performed? And go, Priyanka.
Oh my goodness, a living room for 5 people.
Bobo.
Ira and I did a show at a curling club for a bunch of graduates down by in west, way west, over there.
And Rita.
I did a show once on a farm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. One last one. What is the most pairs of tights you've had on one night?
6.
Okay.
6.
8. Do I win? Do I win something?
You win! Congratulations!
You win a free
Congratulations!
Thank
You won again! Another one!
DJ Khaled! Yes!
What?
Another one!
Another one. Thank you, ladies. We love you so much.
Thank you. Love you.
We love Yohomo. Thank you for keeping Toronto queer and safe for us. Love you so much, both of you.
Oh, that's cool. Thank you.
Yohomo, homo. Left and right on the stereo.